Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We just got back from an awesome trip from the Disney cruise. This video is going to cover our embarkation day and also the journey it took to get to the ship on time. And according to my research, it is better to be safe than sorry, so you should fly out at least a day ahead of your embarkation day. So we flew out of Hobby Airport in Houston, and this is a cute little play area for the kids to play in. If you have a few hours for downtime, they can just roll around there and get some energy out before they're cooped up on a plane for a few hours. For this trip, I decided to go with Delta for our flights, and can I just say, Delta to me is the best in the game. They have these awesome screens full of movies and games for the kids to play, just in case you forgot your tablets. All you need are some headphones. Also, bathrooms always pristine and clean. Ah, heaven. Since we arrived the day before our embarkation day, I had to book us a hotel room for the night, and I knew that all of the hotels by the airport offer free shuttle. At first, I decided to go with Fairfield Inn, but those shuttles took forever to arrive, so I changed the reservation to the Renaissance instead. But I wish I had known that the Hyatt Regency is located right there in the airport and are also affiliated with Disney and offer complimentary baggage service to your shuttle if you're using Disney Cruise Line's shuttle service. Right now they're checking us in.
I'm so excited to go to Disney Cruise twice.
So the Disney shuttles are navy color. Using Disney Cruise Line Shuttle service is an extra charge. It's $39 per person per way. I know that sounds like a whole lot of money, but I promise you the service is worth it. Now you do have another option to go with GoPort, and they're about half the price of that if you want to save a few dollars. But I can say with the Disney Cruise Line Shuttle service, I could feel like my entire vacation started as soon as we got to the check-in.
Well, welcome aboard, gang. My name is Jerry. It's going to be my privilege to be your driver all the way out to Port Canaveral, Florida, and to Disney Fantasy. We are taking off right now. We got about a 45-minute ride ahead of us out to the port. Oh, no, 45 minutes. What are we going to do for air? Come on, Jerry. Well, we got a couple of options. Number one, the monitors.
Alright, so let's talk value for this shuttle service. Considering the large price ticket that it is, I did feel that it was actually worth the price because I didn't want to have to lug all of my heavy luggage, and we had quite a few pieces. It was a 5-day cruise, so we had a lot of things. Plus, let's face it, these kids, as soon as they see these shuttles, go crazy when they see them, and they absolutely want to ride them. You see the characters on the window, you get in those big plush seats, you get to watch a movie on the way. It was just perfect. And the baggage service, that makes it all worth it. Alright, now let's talk COVID stuff. You have to take a PCR test no more than 3 days ahead of your scheduled cruise embarkation day. Upon arrival, you will also have to do a rapid test, and all people in your party will have to test negative, otherwise none of your party will be able to embark. Testing was quick and easy. It took about 30 minutes or so for the whole process, and as soon as you get your negative results back, you're allowed to head into the terminal to check in and then into the waiting area right next to the cruise ship. I think Disney is doing an awesome job by still making sure people are social distancing. The seating area was labeled so that you know where it was allowed to sit and where it was not. There are plenty of things to look at while you're waiting, and for us there was a bit of a wait. So the kids really enjoyed seeing this little replica of one of the ships. And then you can also head outside to see the actual ship up close and personal and take pictures right in front of your cruise ship. It was gorgeous. They also offered the professional pictures with the ship's backdrop. And I will cover more in another video about the add-ons such as the photo package they offer and whether it's worth it or not. But we are waiting for getting on to
This is really.
our ship. There's a massive line right now. I know everybody's been posting videos about how empty the terminals usually are, but right now it's not so empty for us. So we're group number 16. They're loading 1 through 15 right now, but I did just speak to one of the personnel, and they said that they're operating at about 35 to 40% capacity. Now, normally this size ship will carry about 4,400 or 4,000, something like that. I can't remember exact number she had said, but there's only 1,400 people coming on this ship. So y'all know what that means. Space, which is good. We want that, especially right now. But even more so, it gives us opportunity to do more things a little bit faster than, we would if it were at anywhere near full capacity. Things like the aqueduct, Oceaneers Club won't be too, filled with kids, so it's great. Alright, so we'll check back in when we kind of get near the front of the line, because we're right here. Where all the magic happens. You guys, I was beside myself when we were getting ready to get onto the ship. I mean, I can't explain the excitement. We're finally getting on! Go ahead. Thank you. So tips for embarkation day. Most definitely pack on a carry-on or a light backpack that has some swimming clothes, an extra pair of warm clothes, goggles, sunscreen, just in case you want to get the party started before you get your luggage. Our luggage came pretty much right away because we didn't get on the ship until about 3 o'clock.
Please welcome aboard the Winder family!
Go on in! So COVID has changed some things. They no longer are doing a sail away party at the top deck. Instead, they're doing this little gathering in the atrium. It's a small gathering of about 6 to 8 families at a time, and they put on a little sail away show, which is really adorable. It's a good time. It was well past lunchtime, so the kids were super duper hungry, so we decided to head on up to Cabanas for a little bite to eat. And we decided to take the stairs because Aria said there was some really cool artwork along the way. And on our way to the restaurant, of course, we had to stop by the deck where the swimming pools were, and it was just too much. What are you gonna do with yourself? Everything was just so colorful and brilliant. You know how Disney does it. I mean, they are the kings of color and animation. So we were just overwhelmed by the whole scene of that top deck. But me being mama, of course, the biggest thing I noticed was how clean everything was, including the bathrooms. I mean, absolutely spotless. And there were just genius touches everywhere. These little details, like small bouquets of real flowers with little presents on them, just to show that Merry Christmas spirit. Isn't it? Cabanas had a pretty decent selection of food. Sorry about my thumb right there. But I could never find the dessert. Maybe you guys can comment and tell me where that is. Our room was 9054, and we originally booked for a navigator's veranda, which is much cheaper, but because it was such low occupancy, they upgraded us to a full view veranda, and this room was absolutely perfect with the bunk beds, and I had the whole bed to myself. It was heaven. What do you see?
It says, welcome aboard, Winder family. We're the Winders.
The Winders. All right, show us outside. Also, if you are interested in more details about this particular room, I will be posting a future video of the room tour that I did so that you can see the details of the layout of this room and how it can accommodate up to 4 people. By the way, if you're new to our channel, we hope that you stay. Hit that subscribe button and that bell for notifications. Also, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button. It really helps to know what we're doing right and what we can improve on. Leave comments. We are all about hearing from you guys and getting feedback. And also, even if you have comments about things that I might have missed on our videos, we always love the feedback. So after we got settled in, of course, the kids had to go to the Oceaneers lab and club, and they have this really cool sink. Oh my gosh, it washes your hands for you. And they stayed for a few hours, but this is the open house, so I was allowed to actually get some footage for you guys about what's inside there. And I promise you, I didn't even want to leave. I was like, can we have an adult day? 1 hour is not enough. It was so much stuff, from Dr. Strange's lab to the Star Wars ship. They have these almost like video pods where it looks like you're inside the ship taking off into outer space. It was bananas. And of course they have Andy's room. Andy's room with so much color, and the floor looks like it's wood, but it's actually carpet. It was so soft and bouncy. Loved it. So if you're worried about leaving the kids here, don't worry. They have so much stuff in here. These kids will be having a ball for hours. Let them stay. Go enjoy your adult time. Go to the spa. Go to the adult pool. Have fun. Don't worry about them. I promise you, they're occupied by some of the best personnel in the world. And trust me, no one is more protective towards their kids than Mama Bear over here, okay? So when I say they're in good hands, they are in good hands. I promise you. Go enjoy yourself. And try not to forget, it's your vacation too, right? So a lot of questions that I was getting, is this a good time to take a cruise considering COVID? And my answer is, with Disney, you are in very good hands because they are taking so many precautionary measures to make sure everybody on board is safe. And yes, they are probably the safest company to go with right now. Their standards are high and their occupancies are low, so please just go for it. You will have the best time. It's the Merrytime season and everything is all aglow and lit up. They've got all the decorations out for you to feel that wonderful Christmas spirit.
It's actually gingerbread they made. It's real.
It's real gingerbread?
Yeah, want some?
If you are planning on traveling in November or December, keep in mind that it does get a little bit cooler, so the water time was probably not as prevalent as it would be in summer. But the Caribbean was still beautiful and sunny every day. We are leaving Port Canaveral. Do you guys hear that? The horn is singing Disney songs. The Disney Fantasy has 3 main dining rooms. You have the Enchanted Gardens, the Royal Court, and of course Animator's Palette. Now we were on a 5-day cruise, so we were rotated every day, but the first 2 days we were at Enchanted Garden, the second and third day we were at the Royal Court, and the very last day we were at Animator's Palette. So we only got Animator's Palette for 1 evening, but in the morning time we were assigned Animator's Palette for our disembarkation breakfast day. So we did get to dine there twice, which was really nice. Now I am a foodie to the utmost, so of course I'm going to have a video coming up that is all about the food on the Disney Fantasy for this 5-night Merrytime cruise. And we hope that you will make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so that way you are notified as soon as it is posted, because it will be coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. definitely rummy. So thanks everybody for watching this video. I have way more to come. I will be covering all 5 days of our trip, as well as some special featured clips and videos of extra things that I wanted to focus in on. So make sure you subscribe. Thanks for staying. And enjoy this extra clip of a time lapse of our journey out of Port Canaveral and into the Caribbean seas.